Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Cracks at Turning Problems into Solutions. This is me, Priyasha, and today we are going to discuss some quick tips for para summary questions. Well, remember that as the name suggests, you have to summarize the entire paragraph given to you, and remember that you are not going to summarize it in your own words, rather you have to identify which of the given options is the correct summary. Now, this becomes tricky in the case. I'll tell you the common traps which are being laid around so that you do a mistake over it. So generally, because in the CAT examination, if you take the CAT examination, you also have a para completion section and you also have a para jumble section, finding the odd one out section along with para summary in the VA part. So इस condition में क्या होता है कि generally हमारा दिमाग multiple जगह काम कर रहा होता है. So the biggest trap which people give you is a completion question. They will give you a very smooth transitioning option जो कि आपको लगेगा कि ये सेंटेंस तो बिल्कुल इस लास्ट सेंटेंस के बाद ही आना चाहिए. एंड दिस काइंड ऑफ अ ट्रैप इज अ हनी ट्रैप. प्लीज डोंट फॉल इन इट बिकॉज दिस इज अ कंप्लीशन क्वेश्चन, नॉट अ समरी क्वेश्चन. व्हाट इज द पर्पस बिहाइंड समराइजिंग? डू यू नो दैट द पर्पस बिहाइंड समराइजिंग कि आपने अभी तक जो भी इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें इस पैराग्राफ में पढ़ी वो सब कुछ आपको एक लाइन में मिलना चाहिए इन सिंपल लैंग्वेज. सो देयरफॉर number one trap is that they will definitely give you one option which will be a smooth transitioning proper ending sentence which will not be a summary but be a completion. So be aware of that thing very seriously. Now another thing is there are some answers which would be true but not complete. That means they will not have the entire detail of the author. I mean, the author's point of view will not be completed in that sentence. It will be true for sure, but half. If you remember, I've also had a video on half and full method. So you can also watch that. I'll put the link in the description. And the third thing is there are some options which repeat the premise of the argument. So if you find any option which is repeating the argument mentioned above, then that also is not my para summary. The reason being that is because repeating is never a summary. Repeating, of course, you will get the important words in the summary, you will get the important keywords, but not the entire idea. Okay, so each answer type is attractive because they are true based on what you have already read in the paragraph. However, neither summarizes the author's main point, and therefore, you should avoid both of these categories altogether. Many paragraphs feature a structure that places the conclusion either at the beginning or in the middle of the stimulus. So, most students have an unstated expectation that the conclusion will appear in the last sentence only, but the test takers also are able to prey upon this expectation by creating wrong answers that paraphrase the last sentence of the stimuli. Okay, so how would you avoid this last sentence wala fetish? We will see this. First of all, you have to obviously read the question carefully and identify the main points. Okay, so first you have to, this was common trap. Now I'll be telling you how to solve it actually. So you have to identify the main key points. Okay, की पॉइंट्स को आइडेंटिफाई करना सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है यहाँ पे. एंड उसके बाद व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू डू इज यू आर गोइंग टू डू ऑप्शन एलिमिनेशन. यू आर गोइंग टू सी व्हाट इज रेलिवेंट out of the given options. Okay, you have to see which sentences are completely false, which are going completely against the arguments, and सबसे पहले उन लोगों को हमें हटाना है. The next thing which we would be doing here is we would be paraphrasing our own keywords. Now, what is the meaning of paraphrasing our own keywords? That means that we are going to make a summary of our own in our own language. Okay, once we make a summary of our own in our own language, then we will try to force upon that summary in one of the options. And जो सबसे ज़्यादा closest हो, हम उन्हीं के साथ जाएंगे. All right. So I have a quick example for you over here so that your concept will be clear. Over here, this is a CAT 2021 question of para summary. So let's quickly read it. Okay, it says that Brazil's growth rate has been low, yet most Brazilians say their financial condition has improved. So the keyword here is most Brazilian. तो जैसे मैंने ऊपर आपको कहा था कि आपको keywords identify करने हैं, this is the keyword I was talking about, and they expect it to be even better. This is their expectation. This is because most incomes are rising fast. Why do they think so? Incomes are rising fast, higher minimum wages, and very low unemployment. This results in the falling inequality and growing middle class. Now, the result of economic stabilization, improved social security, universal primary education. But is a structured word, always very important. Despite recent improvements, the Brazilian economy is still painfully unequal, where poor Brazilians are paying the biggest share of their income in taxes and getting least back from the government. So most of the Brazilians think that we are having a nice, economy, but there is still a small part of poor Brazilians who are facing this inequality कॉन्स्टेंटली. अब आपको ट्रैप करने के लिए सारे ऑप्शंस बिछाए गए हैं. यू हैव टू बी प्रूडेंट इनफ टू यूटिलाइज योर ब्रेन एंड गेट आउट विद द राइट आंसर. लेट्स चेक ऑल द ऑप्शंस केयरफुली और हम सब में गलतियां निकालेंगे अभी. ओके, दैट इज द बेस्ट प्रोसीजर टू लर्न एज वेल एज टू get the correct answer. So option A, economic reforms have benefited many Brazilians. यहाँ तक तो ठीक है. But they are unaware of the impending problems from rising inequality in the society. Please pay attention that the problems are not rising from the inequality, rather the problems with the poor are causing inequality. तो ये cause and effect वाला reason है. Please understand this. जो मैं बोलना चाहती हूँ उसमें ऊपर में लिखा हुआ है कि पुअर ब्राजीलियंस के साथ होने वाली एक्टिविटीज इनइक्वलिटी को रेस कर रही है, ना कि इनइक्वलिटी की वजह से ब्राजीलियंस को प्रॉब्लम हो रही है. सो दैट मेक्स दिस ऑप्शन ए रॉन्ग. Similarly, option B says good economic indicators have masked the unfair taxation of the poor that is likely to destabilize the Brazilian economy in the next few years. Additional point. Remember that the summary is not going to add any fresh idea or new points to your answer. आपका समरी बिल्कुल आपके पैराग्राफ के ही अंदर से आएगा. It would not be an assumption. That is a clear-cut difference between an assumption and a summary. So therefore, this is absolutely wrong because इसमें new idea introduce हुआ है. And second reason for being wrong is masking. Masking, hiding is not an idea. It's just that some poor Brazilians are still left out. तो उनके ऊपर हमें highlight डालना है, ना कि ये है intention author का इस paragraph में कि हम उन्हें छुपा रहे हैं. Now, next thing. Third option. Most Brazilians feel they have benefited from the recent economic events. Well, till here everything is fine. But the poor continue to be dealt with unfairly by the state. Continue to be dealt यानी किसी भी चीज की वजह से नहीं हो रहा है. क्या आपको नहीं लगता कि ये परफेक्ट समरी है? बिल्कुल है, क्योंकि अब ऊपर में हमारे पैराग्राफ में इट इज क्लियरली मेंशन दैट some people feel or many people feel that they are economically benefited, but there still exists some people जिन्हें problem हो रही है, and it's absolutely the same idea in few different words, right? So that makes it the correct answer, but we will never finalize our answer without checking all the options. So we'll go for option D also. With rising incomes and falling unemployment, most Brazilians are being misled into thinking that, oh, come on, they are not misled into thinking something. Again, we will eliminate this option because of the cause effect reason. Please understand that ऊपर में ये लिखा है कि the reason which we are seeing here is leading to unemployment and economic means not the other way around. और इस ऑप्शन में क्या लिखा हुआ है कि हमारे इनकम और फॉलिंग अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट की वजह से we are misleaded into thinking this. This is not true. This is just the ulta pulta of cause and effect which we have understood so far. So therefore, we'll finalize our answer as option C in this case. So always remember Avoid these three traps and follow these two rules while solving the para summary questions. Practice a little more on this so that you become an expert pretty soon, and you're able to increase your accuracy by doing these questions correct in the examination. I hope you all like this video. So पता ही है drill है क्या है करना आपको like करना है बहुत से ज्यादा share करना है जितनी ज्यादा हो सके. And of course, if you're new to the channel, then please subscribe to the channel as well. I'll be up with more such videos. Till then, please take care of yourself and all the best for your preparation, guys.